Hello there, viewers. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before and if it is your first time, welcome home. This is your host, John Njok Maluth. And today I would like to talk to you about what is good life. Okay, so that's the topic that we are discussing at this moment. So welcome. All right, what is good life? I think good life depends on the person you are asking. But to give you a background, um, from the people I've been living with, several people I've been living with, when I ask them the same question, the question seems simple, but the answer is always difficult. Somebody is looking for something, but it seems from the look and from the answers that I've been getting that the very person is not sure what good life really means. But that's what they're talking about. Somebody's telling you, I need good life. And then when you ask them, what does it mean? They are like, you know, stepping back, looking at you in a weird way that I feel like, oh, okay, I thought you knew what you were talking about. So that's the reason why I feel like I have to share my thoughts about what good life is in this short video. All right, so let us define what good life is. And as I said from the very beginning, it is difficult to define good life because good life means different things to different people. All right, and I'm going to give you some more details on that statement as we go through the video. First of all, good life is relative. That means it depends on who you are asking. To me, good life means something else. To you, good life means something totally different. Why? Because of expectations, because of personalities, because of so many other factors. Okay, I will tell you what I think good life really is as we go through the video. Good life is personal. Again, is related to what I said before. Good life is relative. That means it depends on who you are asking. And again, to make it clearer, good life is personal. To me, it means something else. To you, it means something else. But again, what does it really? Why do we talk about this even in the first place? It's because this video is part of self-help and personal development. Okay, so maybe I have several videos about affiliate marketing. That is how to make money online. Excuse me. Videos about books reviews. I haven't done much of that yet, but I'm coming up with some videos about books that I've read and how they influence my life. Okay, there are videos about um, how do you call it? Okay, I said affiliate marketing, book reviews, and then this self-help and personal development. I've talked about um, um, self-discovery, self-improvement, career discovery, career improvement. I talked about personal development, professional development, personal and professional development together in other videos, in other previous videos in this channel. But you know, when we talk about life, it's important because it is related to who you are, and that is why personal development comes in. That's why this series or these videos are part of self-help and personal development. So I'm trying to share the knowledge that I have, the experiences that I have when it comes to personal and professional development, or we call it self-help and personal development. And that is my niche because I feel like I have a sense of self. I have a sense of who I am, what I am here for. Okay. So in relation to good life, as we said, it's relative and then it is also personal. Let's continue. There is what we call intrinsic achievement. Okay. So when you achieve something, you have that. It can be material achievement, it can be intrinsic achievement. Intrinsic achievement is when you feel fulfilled, from your heart, when you do something that you know you are happy about. You love the process, not the rewards, not the results of what you do. You love doing what you do. Like I'm recording this video right now, and maybe you can see it is either it is with passion, or maybe I do it, maybe I'm that cool, maybe I'm not that, I don't give you the hook. Maybe I am not doing it well, and then you can tell whether this is for me or it is not for me. In the same way, so if I feel good about it, then I have achieved something, or I feel like I have achieved something. All right. To someone else, it may look like it's not achievement. But for me, if I feel fulfilled, if I feel like I've done it, that fulfillment is called intrinsic, because it's not material, but it is something in my mind, something in my heart. I feel like I have done it, right? Okay, so I have already talked about material achievements. What is material achievement? Maybe I enrolled in a college and I had a degree. That degree, that certificate, is an achievement. Is a material thing. You can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it. Okay, but if it is something in my mind, it's intrinsic. It's more like abstract. You cannot touch it. It's not tangible, right? That's what I mean. Now let's continue. What is good life to you? As I said, good life means different things to different people. But now I'm talking to you directly, to you, the viewer, to you, the listener, to you who is watching me. Before we continue, let me give you an example, a real life example. Okay, I am from South Sudan, and I know that most people are affected by political, issues in the country, political events. We call them current events, and depending on where you are, okay, you might be outside. Like now, I record this video from Nairobi, Kenya, but you might be in Juba, you might be in Malakal, you might be in other places. So what you find people talking about is mostly about the current events, the current issues. President Kiir is saying this, Dr. Riek Machar is saying that, because you are either on the side of Michael or on the side of Lucifer. Okay, you're either on the side of Trump or on the side of Putin. You're either on the side of President Kiir or on the side of the Vice President Riek Machar. I think that is life seems to be like that. Okay, you have to be in at least somewhere. Now, when it comes to me, I am more, I have my own opinion about politics. I think I will also have to create videos about what I think about South Sudan, because I've written extensively. I have spoken a lot since 2004, before we got our independence. 2004, when they were still talking about peace, in Kenya, between Khartoum and Juba. I have a lot of things to share about politics, but we are talking about good life here. What is good life to you? Oh, okay, I was giving you that example of our country because when we got independence in 2011, almost everyone in East Africa want to go to South Sudan. South Sudan was, like a promised land, because our currency was the most strong one. It was the strongest in the region, or even in Africa, because we were next to dollar. And I think it was Sudan, not even South Sudan. Even the dinar, okay? So it was like 2 dinars equal to $1. Uh, you can see how strong the currency was. So everybody wanted to go there. There was good life in that sense in our country. But right now, everybody, even South Sudanese themselves, most of us want to run away from the country because there's no good life. Good life is what? Good life is security for the citizen. Good life is when you have the basic needs. You have water, you have food. There are those five basic needs: water, food, shelter, security. And of course, lastly, there is what they call self-actualization. Okay, when you feel important. You don't feel important if you're hungry. You don't feel important if you don't have clothes on. You don't feel important if you don't have a good place to sleep, or you sleep outside in the rain, or in the heat, or in the coolness, in a cold place. You know, but those are some of the definitions of what good life is when we talk about material, achievement or fulfillment. Let's have a few examples. Okay, so someone may say, if I earn $1,500 per month, my life will be good. Really? Maybe, maybe not. Why? Because $1,000 or $1,500 may be enough in one city, maybe it's enough in Juba. But do you think it is enough in Nairobi? It depends also where you stay in Juba. it also depends on where you stay in Nairobi. So it might be enough, or it might not be enough. Okay, but maybe that's what you are looking for. So if you get that amount of money, you can buy whatever you want, and your life may be good. You can improve your life with it. I'm not here to debate, but those are some of the examples of what somebody may define as good life. And then living in a good home. Again, what is good home? you know Maybe it's home that is full of peace, and okay, you have a better bed, not a broken one. All right. So you have a place to sleep, you have something to eat, you have something to shower, to take shower, to wash yourself, you have something to drink, basic needs. Okay. So maybe that's what good life is to you. And then living in a good hotel. For example, I'm recording this video in a hotel in Nairobi, not at home, because our homes are mostly noisy and something like that, so they are not conducive to record videos like this. So living in this room, maybe if I live here for a month, maybe that is good life, because I have a room behind me where I can go and shower. I have a bed just here, well furnished. Okay, but this is just for the night. Maybe that's good life for me. Maybe that's what I want. Maybe I want to stay here where there is peace, there's quietness. I can do my own things like recording videos. All right. So it for some people, maybe having several children, especially in Africa, when we live just like a normal life. When you look at grass, when you look at trees, when you look at animals, when you look at fish, when you look at birds, they are there to do what? To reproduce. That is something natural anyway. But it depends where you live. In other cities, even here in Nairobi, there are people who are better not to have a child at all, because life is not that easy. So, you know, but maybe that is good life for you to have children, because you know that one day, one time, you will not be here, you will die, and then those children will carry on maybe your DNA or something. It depends what do you think. All right. So maybe having the best job. But again, what is the best job? Maybe the best job for me is to educate other people. Maybe that's where I find my fulfillment. I feel good when I share some information which you take, and if it can help you, maybe I feel like, wow, I did it, I have done it. Okay. Maybe I don't like talking much about other people, especially talking bad, talking negative, maybe complaining, our country will never be good, in the tea places. Maybe that's not good. That's not me. That's not what I consider to be good life. But a good job, maybe recording this video for me, that is an example. And well, as I said before, maybe somebody want to have children, another one doesn't even want to have a relationship at all. Okay, maybe being single is the best thing they can call good life. So what is good life to you? Okay, so I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments below in this video, because this video was actually primarily meant for the YouTube viewers. So if you are on YouTube, please leave your comment below about what good life is to you. Maybe having peace of mind. I've already mentioned this, and I will a little bit talk about it before the end of the video, because next I'm going to talk about personalities. Okay, so what is good life to me? Maybe is having peace of mind. What is peace of mind? Well, different people define it differently. For me, peace of mind is to be in a place, in a quiet place like this room now. I'm in peace now, because there's no noise. Nobody's running around. Nobody's knocking the door. Nobody's shouting. Nobody's, and nobody's beating or hitting metals or something like that. So maybe that is peace of mind, quietness, calm. All right. Right. Let's talk about personality types and good life. First of all, there are introverts. Introverts are people like John Munjok Maluth, someone who is quiet. I only speak when I have something to say. All right, well, everybody speaks when they have something to say. But what do I mean? I am quiet. I am reserved. All right. So I describe myself as an introverted, intuitive empath. Three different words, I-E. Introverted, intuitive, empath. All right. So maybe if you want to know more, ask the question below, and I may give you some literature, some text in the comments. Okay. These people, the introverts, before we talk about extroverts, these are people who they're not really selfish, and they don't just love to be alone, but that's where we strive. We thrive. That's where we recharge. I recharge when I'm reading a book or when I'm sitting alone because I'm thinking. I never been alone actually. I mean, I never been lonely, even if I'm alone. It doesn't mean I'm lonely because that's where I recharge. That's why I learn a lot, from me, because I'm intuitive. I learn from intuition. Okay, right. What about extroverts? Extroverts are the opposite. If you feel energized when you are in the crowd, where people there is a group of people, like from, you are not just alone. You have another person. At least you have one person, three people, five more people, 10 people. You feel like the more people you have with you, you feel at home. You feel alive. That's when you get recharged. Your energy comes from those people around you. The opposite is true for me. I get a lot of energy when I'm alone. So I'm an introvert. Now, what about ambiverts? Ambiverts are people in the middle. They are not introverts, they are not extroverts. Now, what is good life to these people? Well, introverts love solitary places. They love being alone. That is where they thrive. And I give you example of myself. That is where we find peace. All right, and that is good life for us, not chaos. All right. Let me ask you something. Do you squeeze your toothpaste from the neck or from the tail or from the middle? Please share in the comments below. All right, because it says a lot about you, whether you are an introvert, extrovert. That is a personality. The way you do it, you didn't just learn from other people. No, no, it is you were born with that mentality. If you feel bad squeezing the toothpaste on the neck or in the middle, then you are my type. All right, because I feel bad. A toothpaste is not alive. It's not alive. It's not a living thing. But my mind can't see it that way. I feel like it is a disorder when you squeeze it from the neck. You are like you are distorting things. You are not keeping things in order. So good life depends on your personality, and you can either be introvert or extrovert, or maybe somewhere in between. Nobody is completely 100% introvert. Nobody is 100% extrovert or extroverted, and nobody is really 100% ambivert. So it depends on the numbers, right? Now, we come to the conclusion, and I just want to summarize. Good life depends on you. Okay. So, what is good life to you once again? What do you call good life? Is it in terms of what you have, that is possessions? Is it in terms of who you are, that is identity? Is it in terms of what you can do, that is your ability? Please let me know in the comments below. So, good life is not about possessions. Again, this is me talking now. For me, good life is not just about possessions. Possessions are not bad. If I didn't have some amount of money, I cannot record this video here. So I have to possess something in order for me to do this. So good life is not about ability. Okay, what I can do, like recording this video, that is part of it, but that's not the whole thing. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. Good life is about what? Identity. So find out who you are, so that you know what you can do, so that you define for you what good life is. Why am I saying this? All right, it's very important to have at least a picture of what good life is. Otherwise, you will be running everywhere and you will never know, whether you have achieved anything. You have to have a picture, a mental picture of what good life is to you. And then when you do that, you have a vision. You know where you are going. So you know now what to do in order to get that kind of life that you want. For me, it is peace. So that's why I'm called John Shalom. And my website is johnshalom.com. If you want to learn more about what I do, please visit johnshalom.com and explore my articles, explore my books. I have written several books, 100 books right now on Amazon, and I've been busy these days updating the books because my books are dynamic. They are just dynamic as I am. So I keep updating them almost every year. So thank you so much. And lastly, before you go, I would like to say like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.